Well, I think the IB diploma has a holistic approach to what we offer, really, with a variety of courses that students have to take. It's over 2 years, and there's the IB core is very special with an experience with TOK, which helps students develop critical thinking. As a whole, we have lots of support around students from the IB Diploma Coordinator, from advisors, the counselors, college counselors as well. I really believe there's a path for everyone. I'm Frédéric Bordaguibert-Labaille. I'm the high school principal at ACS Cobham.
Every year we have about 100 students join our diploma programme, so we have about 200 in total. And then we also have IB course students. We've been running the IB programme here for many years now, and it's a vibrant addition to the community. So the IB diploma programme is a university recognised course and will allow you access to all major universities in different countries. Some countries may still require you to take SATs in addition to IB diploma programme or other academic pathways that you may be taking. And different universities have different requirements in terms of the total points that they might want you to have, or they might ask for specific point scores in your higher level subjects, for example. But as a general rule, the IB is a globally recognised and well-respected academic pathway that is going to present you with as many opportunities as you can possibly get. So for students who are choosing the IB diploma programme, they will have to study 6 subjects. But in addition to that, the IB diploma also requires students to complete what is called the core of the programme. The core is made up of Theory of Knowledge, which is a taught class, CAS, which stands for Creative Active Service, and also the extended essay, which is a 4,000-word independent piece of work. For each of the 6 subjects that students study, they are required to complete an IA. This is also known as the internal assessment. So internal assessments are usually an investigation that the student conducts as a kind of independent piece of work with the teacher to supervise them in an area that they've chosen themselves. And that's quite similar to the extended essay. However, the internal assessments are something that students work on in class with the teacher, whereas the extended essay is a central piece of work with a separate supervisor who may not necessarily be their teacher.
I love the IB. I love how challenging it is for students. And I haven't had a student yet who hasn't come out of such a challenging program a much stronger student prepared for university. My name is Michael Vergeen. I've been teaching for 15 years, 11 of which I've been teaching in the IB program, mostly in IB literature. The IA in IB English is the IO. It's an oral exam, and it's now student-centered, as I've been saying before, in that the students choose the works that they want to use for the IO. They choose the passages. They choose basically the question that they're going to be answering in it. And so the students have a lot of control over that. The teacher's role is that they are to, again, support the student in making the right choice, making sure that they're asking the right question, choosing the correct passages. I teach in the English department, and one of the things I noticed when I went to my initial IB training was I just got so excited because I said to myself, this is how English should be taught. It should be student-centered in that the students produce their own interpretations, their own analysis. It's not for the teacher to get up behind the lectern and tell students what to think about the literature, but to allow them to find their own path through the literature.
ACS is a very international school. We have lots and lots of different cultures and communities and psychology. One of the big focuses of probably because it's an international kind of qualification, is culture. Hi, I'm Marty Fitzgerald. I teach psychology at ACS. Yeah, so the IA in psychology is an experiment. So it's one of the few opportunities that you get to do an actual experiment in psychology, because obviously it's not like biology, chemistry, or physics. It's not like just get some equipment out and do something. You need people. So it's an opportunity for you to put into practice the things that you've learned over time. So the experiments, because you get a choice, so you can usually choose something that you're interested in, although there are some restrictions, and you want the marks too. But ultimately, you're going to do an experiment and collect your own evidence and then kind of analyze this evidence to see, were your findings in line with what you would have expected, what other people have found, and what the reasons why. I think the way that the IB assesses things, so it's mainly essay based. We share the same skills, so we can talk about how or the strategy we can use in order to promote those skills. So obviously we share the essay with English, but history is very evidence based, and so is psychology. So it's a lot closer in that way.
One of the key things that students often talk to me about, having done the IB, yes, is sometimes the amount of work that's involved in completing it, but also how it's prepared them later on. My name is John Cooling. I am the teacher of IB Business Management here at Cobham. I think the IB prepares you with the skills you learn on courses, to write IAs, to complete work which requires referencing. Those skills are really important. And as such, when it comes to college, students who have done the IB already learnt those skills. And then once at college, university, they can then focus on actually studying the subjects that they're there to study about, rather than learning all these skills from scratch. The IA itself is a little bit different depending on whether you're higher level or standard level. And what you have to do, the real life element to this, is look at a particular issue that they're experiencing and look at potential ways to actually resolve that particular issue. Now, by issue, it doesn't necessarily mean negative. It could be something positive that the business is doing. They're looking for expansion. They're perhaps looking to grow, to be more sustainable. And the key thing here is the student gets to select the business they want to look at. They have to do research on it, but they can look into an area that really interests them.
Yeah, the IB focuses on the student as a whole individual rather than just an academic person. So hi, my name is Carolina Hammer and I teach IB mathematics in high school. Yeah, the internal assessment in mathematics, and it is a written piece of work. Students choose their own topic in mathematics. They explore, they analyze, they investigate, and they write a conclusion. And then this piece of work is sent to the IB for final grading.
I think, having done the French baccalaureate, what I liked at the time, and I think what I like here, is the wide range of subjects that you can study. My name is Hélène Ballin. I teach French, IB French in the high school. So for me, this is what I find actually really interesting in teaching IB. I feel that every year it's like a discovery, it's like a journey with a very wide range of abilities and backgrounds and nationalities and learning styles. So for languages, it's the same for all languages. So we have an oral, it's the individual oral. Usually we do it in January, end of January. And so for French, for example, just to give you an example, so we describe a photo, and this photo is based on one of the on the topic that we've discussed in class. Then there is a discussion on that topic, and then we discuss another topic.
If you're a 10th grade student and you've chosen to do the IB diploma program next year, then over this summer holiday you could start to think about what you might do for CAS, for example. So you need creative active service experiences. Maybe you already have lots of activities that you already do, but if you haven't really got involved in different activities at school or outside of school until now, this would be a good time to start thinking about what you might do, so that you can come back in the new school year and already start on the programme. In terms of preparation, some subjects do ask you to do some summer reading for English, for example, or you could talk to the subject teachers and ask about the textbooks that they use and do some forward planning that way.
So for the IB, I kind of already knew that I wanted to do something within the STEM field for a future career. So I decided that there were certain subjects I wanted to learn more in depth. And when I was talking to both teachers and students who had done the IB, they were talking about how it's more about evaluation and comparing different perspectives, which is much more what I'm interested in and is more applicable to real life, really.
The teachers are very familiar with the stress of IB and the workload, so they understand when we're stressed and that we have a lot of work to do, and they help us manage our time and manage their work for us accordingly.
I think that IB courses are a lot more like college courses because of just the emphasis on essay writing and that sort of work. From what I've heard, that's more what you do in college, so I think it'll be more applicable.
All the IB teachers are very helpful, and they have lots of resources if you're only willing to ask for them. You have to remember that you're still trying to learn independently, but you shouldn't be scared to ask for help. And they provide a lot of resources off the bat, but there's countless amounts out there, so.
I chose the IB because I think it's a great way to practice time management skills and also prepare you to do well in college as opposed to getting to college.
Well, I still don't know where I'm going to go for uni, and I think that it's going to prepare me for the future because it's more universally accepted.
I've worked in 2 other international schools with IB diploma in the past in Turkey and in Ecuador. I've been looking and doing some inspections of schools around the world. ACS Cobham has a very interesting IB diploma experience. Well, first of all, the IB diploma is the same everywhere, really. The structure is the same, but we offer here many courses. Not all the schools offer so many different options, and that is very, very special.
Because the IB diploma program is all-inclusive, students must step out of their comfort zones and take courses that maybe they don't feel that they're as strong in, because the IB values well-roundedness.